happening, HC Nation? Hey, Zack Edwards here with another Minisode Monday. This time, just so you know, I am the founder and creator of both Historical Conquest and Totally Medieval. Two games that can be used both as educational purposes or just having a really fun time. And the whole idea, the concept is that we want to get youth excited about the subjects that they're learning, whether math, history, English, whatever. So the first two games, so we've been doing it for 5 years with history, with Historical Conquest. 5 years strong and still going stronger. I mean, it's getting way better now. Now we've gone through some loops. And then the second one is Totally Medieval, which is a math game, if you want to use it for a math game. This game is unlike Historical Conquest, where it's a worldwide situation. This one is an individual situation, where you can actually become the commander of an army of Vikings or a commander of an army of knights. You get to choose, but you choose that at the beginning of the game, and your opponent chooses the other one, and you're able to compete against each other. The great thing about this game is it's not just a competitive game. You're not just going against each other. There are going to be added on. This is a ever-changing game. Now, not changing as in the rules, but changing as getting better. We have 5 stages in this game. The first one is the competitive version, which is open for pre-sale right now. And that's where you have either the Knights or the Vikings. The second phase is a cooperative game, where you go against a competitive foe, such as dragons and such. We want to start off with a little bit of historically based. So Knights and Vikings, both very historical people. Everything inside are historical. But at the same time, we're going to be going into Knights, Elves, Dwarfs. And then, as a request from one of our customers, we're actually going to be going into mythological as well, which means we're going to have Greek, Egyptian, all these different gods from mythology. So stay tuned to that. But as for right now, this is the sponsor of today's Minisode Monday, where we're going to try to stump the creator. But as of first, I just wanted to show you the game and the game board as it is right now. And we're going to do a tutorial Tuesday on one of these, just to give you a little intro into it. But again, this is not Totally Medieval's page. This is not Totally Medieval's YouTube page. So that channel will be dedicated to teaching people how to play Totally Medieval. But until then, I want to give you a little tutorial Tuesday. And actually, yeah, we'll get more into that as we go. Until then, let us get rid of these decks. And I'm going to go back to Historical Conquest. Now these are the Historical Conquest 2.0 cards. New rule sheet. Very, very well updated. We actually had a 30-year veteran game designer go through that game, the rules for the game. And then we also added these symbols at the bottom. It can either be an I, an H, or a C, as in you have to use the abilities immediately. You can hold them, or you can use them constantly. And then the 1, 2, or infinite. 1 meaning you can use it once, twice as in you can use it twice. Infinite, don't need to say more. And the abilities have been a little bit adjusted to make it a little easier to understand. Now, the question of the day is given to us by Josiah H. He writes, "Hey, here's a question. Let's say I play Amos Fortune, who lets you swap 3 cards from your field with one in my deck. With ones in my deck, so 3 for 3. Can Amos Fortune be one of the characters swapped?" Good question. Okay, so let's bring out, I'm going to go to the activists in the encyclopedia of everything Historical Conquest. I'm going to pull out Amos Fortune. Now, Amos Fortune is in your hand. Say you have 5 cards. You want to play Amos Fortune. Okay. Say you have 1 card right here. Then you have 2, 3, and actually I'm going to remove Rasputin because you know what it does. We don't need him in there. So you have 2 cards out there right now. Player A has 2 cards, all residing in Quebec. But he pulls out Amos Fortune. And it says, from here, with this card, you are granted the right to choose 3 character cards from your deck and swap them with those already in your battlefield. Now, already is right before he's played. So, I cannot place this and then all of a sudden use it because it's an instantaneous ability. Being that it's instantaneous, or sorry, not instantaneous, immediately, I have to play this card immediately. The already means that it's before this card is in play. The word already is past tense. It's what's already been played. So because it is, I can pick 3 cards from my hand, from my battlefield, go into my deck and say, okay, I want 3 new cards. I mean, this is a very, very powerful card because in it, it says 3 character cards. Now, you cannot grab a army. As we've already discussed, an army is not a character. It's its own category. So, it cannot be an army. Go through. Well, I want a new explorer. Great, but it swaps it. So I don't get the abilities of getting that land. Because in the rules it says when they're initially played, they get that land. So, an explorer is not really the best one to play at that time. So let's go through. How about, maybe I'm 800 points away from winning the game. I'm going to play Eric Liddell. Gives me 200 morale points. I'm going to play, let's see, Alexander Graham Bell. Gives me another 300 morale points. And I'm going to play Thomas Crapper. That's right, he gives me another 300 morale points. So 200, 300, 300, 800. All I needed was 800 to get to the very end. Done. So, I'm now swapping those cards out. I'm using the abilities again. Again, with the Explorers, when they're initially played, and I'm swapping them. It doesn't mean I'm playing them. Ooh, and that comes into the abilities. Maybe I'm making this a little too difficult. But if you're swapping them in the place that they came from, it means that the Explorer cannot. We'll leave it at that. Because the Explorer is played in that land. Not as an Explorer discovering the land. He's played in the land where that card he swapped it for came from. But all these other ones gave me 800 morale points because it's the max of 800 points. All I needed left was 800 morale points. I just won the game. That easy. That's how powerful Amos Fortune is. Because he's got an amazing story, we had to give him an amazing ability. Plus, Amos Fortune is a rare card. This is a card that was given to us through the Create Your Own Card contest. And because of that, its ability was produced by the person that submitted it in the Create Your Own Card contest. And remember, with the Create Your Own Card contest, that's $500. And again, that starts September 1st of every year. So every year you have a chance to win the $500. I hope that explains everything with Amos Fortune. Again, it is immediate and a one-time card. It means you can only use its ability one time. Now, if it could be swapped back into your deck and then pulled again, it can be used again and again and again and again. Sorry guys, that does not work. That is not copacetic, as they used to say. But this is a very powerful card because you can swap 3 cards that are already in play with 3 cards from your deck. You can pull out conquerors and leaders and any one military, or if you're playing for morale and you need just 800 more morale points, grab 3 people. That'll get you to that 800 morale points. That's it for today in this sneak peek, Minisode Monday and Stump the Creator. I hope you enjoyed that. Josiah, I hope this answers your question. I'll catch you tomorrow with a Tutorial Tuesday. It's just getting to be one of those days. Your mind just goes, poof. I think you know what I mean. We'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye. If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow actually. Take care. Bye.